Welcome to Media Minutes. I'm Darren Woolley.
And I'm Stephen Wright.
In the next few minutes, we'll share with you our thoughts on when and why marketers should pitch their media agency account.
Pitching has always been a key part of the media and advertising landscape, but in recent years it's taken a new turn and for some has lost its way.
How do you mean, Stephen?
Well, it's the combination of increased involvement of procurement and fixed contracts of now only 2 or 3 years. The pitch has become far more cyclical. Procurement love to test the market, and in their eyes the conclusion of a contract term presents just such an opportunity.
Surely they're trying to get a better deal. Why is that a problem?
Look, don't get me wrong, the price of services and media buying rates remain important, but the role of media agencies and the way in which they add value is far more complex than ever before.
How so?
Well, the variables that go into the mix have grown dramatically in line with the fragmentation of media and the growth of specialist digital disciplines. It's now far harder to put together a matrix of activity that optimizes client opportunity. The capacity to get things wrong has grown enormously.
Surely that presents a stronger case for going to market and switching agencies.
Yes, it would be, if advertisers already knew the best pathway through the media maze and the optimum mix of activity, but very few do. When advertisers approach Trinity P3 with the opinion they want to change agency, they know something is wrong, but they very rarely know what it is.
Surely a new, smarter agency will identify and fix the problem.
Possibly, but the best way forward for most advertisers is to firstly understand the issues and try to solve those issues working with their existing agency. The issues can lie in many different areas or can be a combination of factors.
So before pitching, they need to work out what the agency is doing wrong.
Well, yes and no. It isn't necessarily just the agency. Often it's things the advertiser is doing and the way in which they are working with the agency that is the problem. They sometimes need to do a bit of self-analysis as well.
Okay, but how do they identify the issues and determine whether they're fixable and need to go to market?
Well, they need to start by looking at the price they are paying for agency services, not with a view to saving money, but to ensure they are funding the service adequately.
So it's less about getting a better deal and more about ensuring you're paying sufficiently to get the high quality service you expect.
Yes, if an advertiser wants a high quality service, the business needs adequate FTEs and to pay market appropriate prices. But beyond that, they also need to ensure the way in which they work with the agency and the way in which they're structured to work with the agency is efficient and doesn't waste resources through lost productivity.
What do you mean by lost productivity?
Well, some advertisers have structures and processes that put strain on the media agency team. Poor briefs, late booking approval, multiple late changes to schedules, all suck up resources and make it more difficult for the agency to deliver.
So is it the client that's often at fault?
No, not at all. It's the way in which advertiser and agency work together. It's critical they communicate and work as a cohesive team to overcome challenges.
So what's the message for advertisers here then?
Well, we always advise advertisers to have a detailed look at what they're doing now before going to market. Putting a new agency into a poorly funded arrangement with a flawed structure and flawed processes won't fix your problems and provide you with a long-term solution.
Sound advice, Stephen. And for further enlightenment, make sure you subscribe to Media Minutes, a weekly snack of all things media. Until then, I'm Darren Woolley and he's
Stephen Wright, and this is Media Minutes.